Guys, the Call of Duty community is uniting. It's finally happening. We have never seen something this controversial happen in Call of Duty. The CoD community is officially done with Activision, so it is extremely important for you to share this video with everyone out there, even people who are not in the gaming community, and support everyone else speaking out against Activision. I'm going to break down this whole situation here with NICKMERCS and Activision Call of Duty and tell the truth, and I will be calling out the crowd in the Call of Duty community who are too afraid to take a stand against the disgraceful company that Activision is. What's happening here is a bigger revolution than we've ever seen before in gaming, and it's all because of a tweet. You are witnessing the dark ages of Call of Duty, but something is happening here. Guys, it's about damn time to boycott Activision. What's going on, my fellow gaming warriors? Tis the one. NICKMERCS got his operator skin removed from the Call of Duty store at Modern Warfare 2 in Warzone, and the CoD community is angry over it. It all stemmed from this video clip on Twitter showing pro-LGBT pride and anti-LGBT pride groups clashing together and violently at a school board meeting because the school was voting on recognizing June as Pride Month in schools. So here's the viral tweet made by NICKMERCS. He simply replies, "They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue." I'm sorry. I'm finding it extremely difficult to detect anything worthy of being canceled over in this tweet. This clearly is an attack on free speech to look like the good guy in the political world that is Activision. To those who applaud Activision for canceling NICKMERCS, I gotta tell you, you are an ass clown. NICKMERCS said nothing hateful towards any group in this tweet. All he said was to leave the kids alone, let them be kids. What is bad about that? It's a completely rational take. NICKMERCS did respond, explaining his stance of being a new father, how that changes perspective on things, watching all this violence unfold right outside of a school where kids would be, and just that he doesn't agree with teaching young kids about sexuality, like whether that's straight or not. It doesn't matter. He'd prefer he and his wife talk to his kids about that kind of stuff when the time is right, when they're older. That's literally it. Tell me, is that a crazy take? If it does, I don't know what to tell you. So it makes you think, why did Activision act so swiftly to cancel NICKMERCS for a fully sensible tweet, a fully rational one, and not act so swiftly on all the hackers that have been flooding their games and all the problems they've had over the years? I'll tell you why. Money. Activision doesn't actually care about any of this. They simply needed to cancel NICKMERCS in order to be politically correct, or else it would affect their pockets. NICKMERCS explained he has no problem with LGBT living their lives or whatever. He loves everyone, no matter how they choose to live. Like, I don't care either. Live how you want to live. That's obviously fine. And I don't think most people would argue against that. People are people. Treat them how you would want to be treated. But when you start pushing your ideologies on everyone else, innocent kids in this case, and expect to get special treatment from everyone, then that's a problem. We're all equal. We all get the same treatment. And you can't cancel someone for having a different opinion than you. An opinion that's totally rational. And if you're with Activision on this, let me remind you of their horrible workplace reputation. This should show you clearly that you should never in your life side with an evil company like Activision, which is run by a bunch of corporate creeps. Let me remind you here of a woman's tragic story who was an employee of Activision. There are more stories of this happening in the workplace, with more women coming forward to bravely tell their stories. The list goes on. You get the point, and you've probably already heard. So yeah, not the greatest reputation for Bobby Kotick and his scumbag company. Now think about it. An already shady, beyond shady company with a tarnished reputation canceled a dude who they just added into the game as an operator skin for defending and wanting to protect kids. The Call of Duty community was all over this one. Even Dr. Disrespect announced that he is standing with NICKMERCS, tweeting, "Who's running Call of Duty PR and marketing now? Same people from the Purple Snakes," referring to Twitch. Pathetic. The doc also officially uninstalled Modern Warfare 2 in Warzone, claiming he will not re-download it until Activision apologizes to NICKMERCS and reinstates his operator skin into Call of Duty. NICKMERCS released a thank you statement for all of us supporting him and having his back, saying, "Friends are created in good times, but family are built through adversity. Appreciate all of you that have my back. Understand my position as a new father and recognize the love I have for all. Ain't no hate in his heart. Peace and love." Has over 100,000 likes and is getting love from tons of popular content creators as well. Even FaZe Rain got his back, which he kind of jokes about the little drama they've had recently with FaZe. But man, we got your back, Nick. We know you didn't mean anything bad about it. And after witnessing what was being done to his good friend NICKMERCS, TimTheTatman requested for Call of Duty to remove his skin from their store, resulting in WTim trending on Twitter. Tim claimed that it didn't feel right going into this with his friend and being the only one with an operator skin after all. So great move by Tim. He has the support of everyone in the Call of Duty community. This is a massive win for the COD community as it serves as a huge shot at Activision. I've never felt like there was a genuine shift in Call of Duty before, but it genuinely feels that way right now. And just to further demonstrate how Activision are total hypocrites, check this out. In the Middle East, the pride flag is censored on Call of Duty. It just shows that they don't actually care. It's literally just to look like the good guys in the political world, even though it shows the complete opposite in this case. It's all for money. And I will say this right now, to whoever says it's best to stay out of it, in many cases, yes, it is the smart move to stay out of the drama. However, in this case with NICKMERCS, it's a bit different. All NICKMERCS did was state his rational, harmless opinion on the situation, and Activision cancels him, fires him, and removes his operator skin after just a couple weeks, if that. Nah, that's not okay. The stay out of it crowd says let's just stick to the video games and not discuss politics. Yeah, that sounds great, Lenny, but now the political nonsense has gotten into our getaway from it. So we can't just turn a blind eye and act like everything's great, because it's not. You're being a coward if you don't stand with NICKMERCS. Forget about how many followers you'll lose, how many people you'll offend, what sponsors you'll lose. Stop being afraid. This is about doing the right thing. Of course we want to only talk about video games. You think I want to make this video? No, I don't want to, but I have to. That's why we have to address this and call it out, because it just ain't right. Not taking a stance is taking a stance. It's an act of fear to not stand up to the corrupt billion-dollar corporation just because you're afraid of what other people are going to think. But it is safe to say now, after TimTheTatman's request to move his operator skin from Call of Duty, that the COD community is uniting together to finally boycott Activision. Now, what does a boycott mean in this case? Ideally, no one buys the game so that no one plays the game. But if you do buy the next Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, do not buy any microtransactions, because that is where Activision makes most of their money, and their pockets will hurt if you do not buy any bundles. But it's happening, boys. It feels like there's a genuine shift. Comment what you guys say. Do you stand with NICKMERCS? Will you join the boycott against Call of Duty and Activision? The only way to do it is to not buy Call of Duty 2023, Modern Warfare 3, or do not buy microtransactions. I guarantee you they will start listening to us more when their pockets hurt. That is what this is all over. Make your voices heard right now. Hit that like button if you enjoyed to help spread the message to the rest of the Call of Duty community, and subscribe if you're new to become an elite gaming warrior like the Juan, so that you won't bow down to fear over speaking up for what's right. I am Exceptional. 'Tis been Juan.